Good evening, fight fans. It's your old buddy Jacques, back again with more verbal malfeasance for your listening enjoyment.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's back.
First out of the gate, I was trying for the past couple weeks to come up with an actual name for the show. Jacques' Rants sound a little boring, plain, derivative. The Command Couch was already claimed by another show host. Battletech, which most of you have already heard on the channel, was claimed by the other hosts and our new color commentator. Yes, there is a new warm body on the production staff here and the presentation staff. The colors commentator seat for next season is going to be taken up by the league's very own Jeff Cameron. I would like to pass the torch officially over to him, wish him the best of luck, and whatever deities he worships, predict that his fight outcome choices will be better than mine.
Yep.
Now, after much thought, perusement, banging my head against the desk, my show will henceforth be known as The Kill Box. And for the Killbox Show 1.5, today's topic is going to be about the double G's. And no, you dirty-minded people, I'm not talking about boobs. We're going to delve into the categories of grognards and gatekeeping. Warning, what follows, I should tell you, is the opinion of an
Nope.
And until Comstar or Word of Blade completely takes over the Gnome universe, we are still able to express our opinions and thoughts. So, without further ado, let's dive into the craziness. First of all, grognard. Originally, I just thought this was a made-up word. But doing an actual 5th grade level of homework, I found out that grognard is an actual word. The etymology for this word is French, from grogner, to grunt, grumble, from Old French, or Latin, to grunt. It is a noun. Plural form is grognards. Official definitions: an old soldier. Historical reference: a soldier of the original Imperial Guard that was created by Napoleon I in 1804 that made the final French charge at Waterloo. Those of you who are Sharps fans will probably recognize that information. And of course, for our purposes in the gamer universe, grognard, someone who enjoys playing older war games or role-playing games or older versions of such games when newer ones are available. James, he's such a grognard, he only plays 3025. Final definition: a soldier or enthusiast in attention to detail for rules and regulations, respected as an expert in things that most people don't care about. That one I really like. When it comes to grognards, they're going to be there. The best thing that you can do is let them rant. Everybody has their own preferences in play and preferences in eras and preferences and styles. It's always good to have an open mind about things. I myself am very excited about the current Ill Clan era, mainly because all the toys that are available. If you want to mix tech, you can mix tech. If you just want to take clan stuff, you can take clan stuff. If you want to take Inner Sphere stuff, hashtag Inner Sphere for life, you can take Inner Sphere stuff. The board is completely open. That is the beautiful thing about this hobby and our community. For all the people that complain, there are just as many people that embrace everything wholeheartedly. Now, again, I'm not saying grognards are bad. If anything, I think they add character because it's fun. And that's the whole important thing about this. It's all meant to be fun. It's all meant for us to blow off steam. Now, we venture into the realm of the second G of tonight's topic, and the somewhat more controversial one, gatekeeping. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, great, here we go. I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to bring real world stuff into the talk. We don't do that on the social media groups. We're not going to do that here. When it comes to the topic of gatekeeping, it's everywhere. It just has not reared its head in the hobby until much more recently. Now, what is gatekeeping? The best definition of the word that I have been able to find is as follows. When someone takes it upon themselves to decide who does or does not have access or rights to a community or identity. As an example,
oh man, I love Harry Potter. I'm such a geek.
Hardly. Talk to me when you're into theoretical physics.
Sounds like a bit of a plot line from a certain show. But I rant. Now, in my opinion, the biggest reason we have such a rise of gatekeeping incidents is predominantly due to an influx of players who are fleeing the tyranny of another game company's IP for our beloved hobby. Now, we should welcome them with the open arms and openness that our community has always shown. Everybody who plays the game have their own ideas as to how the game, be it our game or another IP's game, should be written and or produced. The formula for Battletech has not changed since its inception with battle droids in the 80s. And hey, it's been a good formula thus far. The greatest thing I think that this game has is how truly open the universe is. And while your demo agents have to follow established timelines with their official events, it doesn't mean that in personal games, campaigns, or the like, you can't go right off the bloody rails. You want huge kaiju stomping around planets? Do it. There's already some examples of megafauna alluded to in the game itself. The latest topic, you want to have aliens? Do it. Far country. It's open. The only limitation is what you can come up with as a player or as the lead campaign runner for your group of friends. If you think there needs to be more inclusion of characters that are of different persuasions and genders, write that shit up. Just because people have ideas that might seem alien to us longtime and veteran players, see what I did there? I said veteran players, I didn't use Grognard. It doesn't mean they have to be ostracized, cast them out, or their ideas put down. The biggest thing about this game is the sense of community, fellowship, and openness that it brings to this world we live in that seems so cold, dark, and frightening right now. This is our escape. This is our chance to blow off steam, to get rid of the stress of everyday life, and just have some fun. There's another side to this fence, and that is for those who have these new ideas and the like. Now, you need to understand that the line developers have their vision. It might not be your vision, but it's the baseline for the universe we all love to play in. Again, keyword
baseline.
Make your own additions. Make your own changes to it. mold the universe to your liking. And like everyone else who plays, they're entitled to their thoughts, their desires, and shouldn't be shouted down for being some type of phobic of some form or another. When all is said and done, this is only a game and hobby, people. The biggest threat to the community as a whole is all these lines in the sand that have been drawn by other groups, ideologues, or people who think everything has to be political. It has to be black or white, no shades of gray. It has to be left or right, no common ground. That is why in all your social media groups, they have the rules to keep real world politics and events out of the game. And those groups' moderators drop the ban hammer when it happens. There have been enough arguments about real world physics and why tech should work differently, as well as the my faction is better than your faction and why my faction shouldn't be getting their asses kicked all over the current timeline. Yes, I'm looking at you, my fellow Fed Sons players, with that last statement. But then again, that's a topic for a whole other show. And with that, in closing, they're going to be there. The Grognards are always going to be there. The Gatekeepers will hopefully go away when they see how united as a community we can be, how accepting as a community we can be, and how open as a community we are. And with that, boys and girls, we'll wrap this episode up and put a nice little bow on top of it. Thank you for listening to episode 1.5 of The Killbox. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and whack that notification bell so you're aware of when myself and the other reprobates on this channel post new things. Next up for The Killbox, I'm taking a suggestion from the YouTube comments from watcher-listener Mark Jacque. I really hope I said that last name right. The Stone Rhino. And a few other classic examples of complete and utter overcompensation will be offered up for your amusement. Enjoy the blame, Mark. And as always, if any of you have suggestions as to topic you'd like to hear my thoughts on, feel free to list them in the comments below. Myself and my fearless producer will do our best to give them the Jacque treatment. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, keep your beer cold, your woman hot, and your heads on a swivel. That's a wrap, people.